All right, got a killer question from one of you the other day, reached out and said, hey, could you do an episode where you break down how to invest at different levels? So if I had $100, what would you do? If I had $1,000, 100,000, 10,000, a million, like what would you do at each one of those levels? So that's what we're gonna break down here today. I love that question, it's a killer question. So if you're listening to this and that was you, good job. If you're listening to this and you have questions that you want answered or you want some insight into, shoot me a message. I would love to talk about it here on the show. So number one, $100. What to do with your first $100. Now, the way that I want to preface this is I assume if you're listening to this that you are some sort of entrepreneur or you're entrepreneurial, that you want to start a business at some point or you already have a business. So this is going to kind of influence a little bit of the advice that I give. But even if you're not an entrepreneur in the purest sense, like you have your own business, maybe you're an intrapreneur, which is that you bring entrepreneurial tendencies to your workplace. Okay, so with that in mind, if you only have $100 to invest in books. Books are some of the highest ROI little devices in the world. They are so information dense. Page for page, there's probably nothing that is so value dense as a book. You have access to people who are distilling 30, 40, 50 years of experiences into 300 pages that you can consume over the course of 4 to 8 hours. It's an insane ROI. Some of the best lessons I've ever learned have come from books. And to this day, I spend probably $200 every single month on books. But if you're just starting off and you only have $100 to invest in books. Learners are earners. I would specifically try and find books around topics that will help you expand your mindset, help you expand your soft skills around networking or communication, and then hard skills around technical things. Like if you want to learn how to code, get a book on coding, right? Now, if you have $1,000, you should be investing into a course of some sort. Now, I know courses, they get all sorts of bad raps because there's a lot of people out there who are selling things that are trash or they're just regurgitated nonsense that aren't gonna actually help you move forward. My perspective on this though is that I have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars over the years on courses and I have never been scammed. I've never been scammed. Like, I don't know if I just have really great luck. Some courses are better than others, but every single course that I've ever taken, I've been able to glean something that's been able to meaningfully move me forward towards my goals. Now, at $1,000, you can spend it on one course, or you can spend it on like 3 different courses at $300 each. But I would figure out a course skill, if that's copywriting, digital design, coding, accounting. Figure out a hard technical skill that you could translate into making money. If you're an entrepreneur, you're working at a W-2, take courses that will help you expand maybe your leadership capacity, your organization, your project management, that will help you move up through the ranks. If you're a business owner, figure out the 3 levers or the 3 legs of every business is your marketing, your operations, and your finance. You need to learn how to get customers, you need to learn how to deliver products to those customers, and you need to know how to manage the finances to make sure the bank, has money in it. So I'd spend money on courses around one of those 3 things if you're an entrepreneur. Okay, $10,000. If you have $10,000, at this point, I would invest in a coach with some kind of community and course component. This is where I think coaches are some of the highest ROI investments that you can make. The problem is a great coach is very, very expensive, right? I charge $10,000 for like 6 months of one-on-one coaching. So very, very expensive, not a great fit for everybody. You got to be doing pretty well at that point to be able to justify it. However, the ROI of a coach can easily be 100x. Like a $10,000, I've spent $50,000 on coaches that have made me millions of dollars, right? So the upside potential of a coach who can compress decades of learnings into days, weeks, and months, and they can look in real time at what you're doing and how to improve and help you avoid pitfalls, that is priceless. But again, it's a big investment, so I understand you might not have that at the beginning. The other thing that might be a good fit for you is group coaching. I run a group coaching program called Beyond the Apex. The Accelerator program is for 5- and 6-figure entrepreneurs that want to go to 7 and 8 figures and beyond. And then we bring together a group of entrepreneurs into weekly coaching calls. That's a great way to get a coach as well. So you can maybe get into multiple communities that way. I love those coaching community investments because you don't just get access to the coach, but you get access to the other people within the group who are on a similar trajectory to you. And because our net worth is our network, surrounding yourself with people who are on a similar trajectory that want what you want and are moving towards it is a great way of accelerating your own progress. So that's what I would do at $10,000. At $100,000, this is where things get interesting. So at $100,000, if you have not already, this is where I would make the jump into entrepreneurship. Cut down your monthly expenses. If you have not started your own business, this is a great time to do it because you have enough that you can live for a year and a half, 2 years frugally and be able to support this opportunity that you're running at. But you need to have enough in reserves to be able to make it to financial viability with most businesses. So I like to have $100,000 invested into my business and use it to grow. Now, if you're not there, let's say you are an entrepreneur that already has a business, I would take that $100,000, I would reinvest it into the business, into softwares, into tools, resources, and people. That's what I would invest into. If you're an intrapreneur and you're like, I don't want to go start my own business, I just want to keep moving up through my organization, then I would start investing in index funds. This is where I just put it into a index fund in the stock market, earning a solid yield, nice risk diversified, risk hedged investment, and just let that money start working for you. That's what I would do at that point. Or take it and continue investing into coaching and whatnot. But like, I think for most entrepreneurs, investing $10,000 to $15,000 a year is a pretty good amount to be investing into your own education, your coaching, your communities, all that stuff. And that's going to leave you like $80,000, $90,000 a year that you could be investing pretty meaningfully into index funds. At $1 million, well, $1 million at that point, you have a lot of cash and you don't know what to do with it. And the problem that I had with my first businesses when they started kicking off that kind of cash flow is like, I don't know what to do. Like, that's a lot of money, right? So what I tell people is if you're at that point, good job. Well done. You are winning the money game, and now you have a new problem, which is not learning how to make money, but you're trying to learn how to manage the money. Here is where I would be investing into the stock market, again, with index funds. That's a great option. Bonds. I like to look for things that are going to be kicking off cash flow so that I can live off that or take that and reinvest it. I can invest into my education, invest into my business, whatever. I can use it to pay off my life expenses, right? My biggest thing though was, and this was what was recommended to me when I started making that kind of money, was investing into real estate. And real estate is such a powerful investment vehicle for so many reasons that I don't want to go into here. Like, this is not a pitch for real estate per se, but at that dollar amount, you would be very well served by just putting your money into hard assets that hold their value over long periods of time, that have tax benefits and that produce cash flow. That's real estate. So that's what I would do at those different levels of investment. $100, get a book. $1,000, join some courses. $10,000, get a coach, join a community. At $100,000, invest back into your business or in starting a business. Start investing in index funds. You could also invest in real estate at this level, but $100,000 is not enough to like meaningfully invest in real estate. At $1 million, now you're investing in real estate for sure. So hope that brings you guys some value. If it did, let me know, thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. But until then, stay hyper-focused, my friends.